Hey everybody, it's January Beer Talk here at Three Keys. I'm Jeff and this is Scott, my son and brewer. And we're going to talk about our beers that we've had out this January and then what ones are coming out the rest of the month. So we actually had a really good month. We released our first beers this month, so we are super excited about that. We released the Sarah's Blonde, which was brewed because Scott's girlfriend wanted a light beer. He's more of an IPA drinker, and so you were brewing years ago in the kitchen, and then what did Sarah say?
So if you're going to do this, you're going to make a mess in the house, you got to brew beers that I like to brew too, because I was always brewing IPAs and stouts and whatnot. So every 2 or 3 batches I'd have to brew some Sarah's Blonde, and I put some blueberry in it or some strawberry or stuff like that. So I always had to keep something in the kegerator that Sarah would like too.
Got to keep the woman happy.
Exactly. I made a big mess in the house the first few times.
So we released, that was our very first one, and then we released the Hoppy Wheat, and that's a cool beer. That's my favorite beer. It's got a lot of Citra in it. It's kind of like a Weissen Pale Ale, but it's a little clearer because you use, what kind of yeast in that?
These are Kolsch yeast, so it doesn't have that like Hefeweizen taste. It's got just kind of like a clean taste. Not very clear, like a wheat beer, but it's got a lot of citrus hops flavor.
And what was cool with this beer is that when you released it, we put it up on Facebook, and a bunch of the brewers from Motorworks came in and tried it. That was really cool. Jose, and I don't know the other guys that came out.
Andrew and Eric.
And those guys came out. So it was really good to see the local other breweries come out, because it's a big community of the breweries. They came out and support us. We really appreciate that. Next beer was the Substitute IPA.
Substitute IPA, yes. This is a beer that
we
brewed.
The name of that? How to get the name
this is
from?
a beer we brewed when we were first starting to think about opening a brewery. We were worried about all the big breweries buying up all the hop contracts like Citra and Amarillo and Simcoe and all the really
Mosaic,
popular hop categories. So we were like, let's try to substitute some of these hops for some lesser known hops and see if we can get a good flavor out of them. So we substituted them and it worked. It was pretty good.
Looked really good.
That
Yeah.
was the first.
Everybody really liked that one. Everybody's really liked that one.
Yeah,
next one was one of my favorites, Porter. I hardly knew her.
Yeah.
And so that's actually a really, really good porter. It's a smoked.
It's got a little bit of smoked malt, a little bit of roasted malt, so it's a little roastier, a little smokier than traditional porters, but it's got a really good flavor. It's really smooth.
Everybody loves that one.
Yeah.
Really does. Our buddy Antonio from Darwin's came in. It's probably his favorite beer, he said, sometimes. So yeah, that's awesome. So we like that one a lot too. So coming up, what's in the fermenter right now? We have Pizza Dreams. I'm looking at the brew list here, the whole schedule. I see these weird names. So one in here is called Pizza Dreams and Time Machine.
Pizza Dreams and Time Machines. It's regular, just a pale ale with Summit and Cascade. So it's kind of like a West Coast pale ale. It's not dry hops, so this is more of a pale ale that I brewed for people just getting into I want to help people get into more like IPAs and stuff, but this is a pale ale that's just got a little bit of hop flavor, a little bit of bitterness, not an overload of hops. So this isn't like a shine on one certain kind of hop or anything. So this is more somebody who's just trying to get into the hoppier beers. This is a good gateway beer.
What's the IBU on that?
About 30.
Okay, it's an easy drinking beer, kind of, with a little bit of bite to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one was a really cool one I saw on the list. What's called Main Squeeze.
Main Squeeze Hefe. This is a Hefeweizen. This is my Hefeweizen recipe, but I fermented it a little colder so I don't have all those clove and banana flavors, and then I put in a boatload of Simply Lime and Simply
Is it actually a boatload or is it a different
No,
load?
it's a boatload.
It's a boatload.
It's a very small boatload, but yeah, I put a lot of that in there and some fresh lime zest. So this is going to be a good summer beer because it's always summer in Florida.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. It's always summer in Florida.
Yeah.
Next one I'm really excited about because I haven't had this in a long time is the 1.21 gigahops.
This is our double IPA. This thing is a monster. It's 8.
I mean, you were fermenting this, and it was bubbling up in the blow-off, and you can smell the hops. It was just bubbling up. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's 8.6% alcohol with 93 IBUs.
93 IBUs.
So if you like hoppy beers, you're going to like this, but it will take you for a ride, so be careful.
it's what, 8 point what?
8.6.
8.6 ABV, so it's up there. So,
yeah.
All right, so the next one was... we were here, it was brewing the other day, and this whole place smelled great. It's got nice malty smell to it. Sounds really good. Brown Noser.
Brown Noser Brown Ale, yeah. It's a traditional English brown ale. Very malty, a little bit of caramel in there, and it's really, really good. Use English hops, English yeast. It's an English brown ale. It's straightforward, but I tasted the hydrometer sample the other day, and it tastes pretty good. So.
And we were actually using the spent grain to make some food, and it just tastes fantastic. There's a lot of great stuff in there. Yeah. Great stuff. Another one that came up, I just saw this one, it's a white ale. There's no name to it right now.
Yet to be named.
You should name it like the white. What was the guy who was the wizard on Lord of the Rings?
The White Wizard?
Saruman the White?
Yeah.
I'm sure that name's taken.
You nerds. Yeah, it's a white ale. It's a traditional. We had before we were brewing our own beer, we had Harpoon UFO White Ale on tap, and a lot of people really liked that. So I came up with this recipe and tried to make something similar. I've got a little bit more of a citrusy hop. I used Motueka in there, which has like a kind of a lemon lime flavor to it. So that might give it a little bit of a little Florida kick.
So those are the ones that are all in the fermenters right now.
Yes.
So when will they be on tap, you think?
Later this week, one will be on tap probably about Friday, and then the next one's probably Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday. So starting Friday, it'll be every other day. It'll be a beer coming out.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, good couple weeks.
Yeah.
Couple weeks. So now the ones you're getting ready to brew, I see on the sheet that's coming up is what's this one? Double chocolate oatmeal stout.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Any of the chocolate lovers out there, it's not sweet chocolate. It's not gonna be a sweet beer. It's just fresh cocoa powder. So it's very, very chocolatey, and a little bit of oatmeal to give it that like bready and a little bit of mouthfeel.
And the double, is that double more like a
Double chocolate.
Double chocolate. Okay.
Yeah, not double stout. It's a lot of chocolate.
Gotcha.
A lot of chocolate.
We have a lot of people. We sell a ton of dark beers here, and Scott loves brewing dark beers, so you're gonna see a lot of cool stuff after that. So. I also see another IPA. We're big IPA drinkers. So there's an English IPA coming up.
English IPA, yeah. It's very malty, very malt-forward beer. No dry hops, so you're not going to get a lot of aroma or taste in there. It's just going to be a malty beer with a bite of bitterness.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty good.
We got a lot of Brits here, so all you Brits, come on down and drink this beer, okay? It'll be a little bit like being home.
Yeah.
Next one I'm really excited about because we actually are working with Mixon Farms. We got some fruit from Mixon Farms. This is a small sample. But we're going to be doing a Belgian orange wit.
Yeah.
So we got some of the pineapple oranges from Mixon Farm, which is about literally a mile down the road here, and we're going to be using that in there.
Yeah.
Got a good assortment of those. So any
It's a
one there?
straightforward Belgian wit with the Belgian yeast, some coriander seed, and I'm using sweet orange peel in this one. This is going to be a little bit of a sweeter beer, and then also some oranges in there, so it'll be pretty good.
We sell a lot of the orange wheat. I really love Belgium. It's a great drinking beer in the summertime.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're in Florida, so you got to have oranges somewhere,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, all right. And the last one we have. So this place used to be called the Fumble Inn a long time ago, and everybody who comes in always says, "Oh, we used to come in here when it was a Snooker River Grill or Ferguson Fox, and it was okay, but we really like the Fumble Inn." Everybody loved the Fumble Inn, so we're gonna brew a lighter beer called the Fumble Ale and have that on tap. And what kind of beer is that? I'm not even sure.
It's going to be a cream ale.
A cream ale.
Cream ale. My recipe is called a Pilsner ale. It's traditionally it's a cream ale. It's a very lighter beer. I'm gonna lager it for a little bit longer to kind of clear it up a little bit, get a little crisp taste in there. I'm gonna use the traditional hops and malts that usually go into a pilsner or a lager. So I'm gonna try to create a beer that people who usually aren't into craft beer come in and say, "Oh, that sounds good. Let me try that."
So it'll be a little lighter, a little creamier.
Yep.
Kind of like the Orange Blossom Pilsner we saw here.
A little bit, but not as much
like
flavor.
no flavor?
I mean, orange. That's got some honey and some orange
Okay.
to it.
Okay.
So this is basically gonna be a straightforward, malty, crisp beer.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
yeah.
So that is our lineup for January. We'll probably get back another week or two and talk about the beers we just discussed, how they're on tap, how they're doing, and then we will talk about what we're going to do for February. We plan on having maybe a grand opening March 1st, so February will be a big month. We want to have 8 to 10 beers on tap
Yes.
by February 1st. That's the goal. We'll see how that goes. Things are going well so far. But stop down. We have a bunch of specials this week, and we have a bunch of great new beer on tap. We go through 3 or 4 or 5 new taps a day of beer.
Yes, of our guest taps, we have the small kegs, so we
Okay.
but of our own, we'll have our own on tap steady for a few weeks.
All right.
Unless you guys drink it all.
He'll make more though. He'll make
Yeah,
more.
I can make more, so it's okay. Drink
So
it
come
all.
on down, have a great time, get some food and some beer, and hang out. All right. Thanks, everybody.